안녕하세요. 코난과 김편의 오디오월드입니다. 지금 여기는 송파구에 있는 아날로그 라운지 시청실인데요. 오늘 아주 귀한 손님을 한 분 모셨습니다. 한 3년 전에 제가 직접 만나서 인터뷰까지 했었던 루이 드자르뎅 씨인데요. 이 하이엔드, 캐나다 하이엔드 턴테이블로 유명한 크로노스 오디오를 설립한 주인공이자 정말 여러 특허를 갖고 있는 엔지니어, 그래서 개인적으로 무척 존경하는 엔지니어인데요. 오늘 이분을 모시고 지금 작년에 원래 이제 론칭을 했어야 되는데 잘 아시겠지만 팬데믹 때문에 좀 연기가 됐었던 뒤에 보이시는 디스커버리 턴테이블 시스템과 디스커버리 RS 토남 12인치 토남인데요. 이에 대한 여러 가지 자세한 이야기와 그리고 직접 청음 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 그래서 1부에서는 제가 김편이 루이 드자르뎅 씨와 인터뷰를 하고요. 2부에서는 또 제가 친애하는 코난이 같이 루이와 음악을 들어보면서 또 못다한 이야기를 나누도록 하겠습니다. 반갑습니다. 3년 만에 한국을 찾아주신 것 정말 환영하고요. 먼저 그동안 3년 동안 어떻게 지내셨는지 무척 궁금합니다.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
I'm very happy to be back in Korea. We were very busy during COVID working very hard on this new Discovery turntable.
먼저 이번 주말에, 그러니까 오늘은 월요일이고요. 지금 주말, 토요일, 일요일 날 이곳 아날로그 라운지 시청실에서 그 애호가들 총 15분 모시고서 시청회를 가진 걸로 알고 있는데 반응이 어땠고 주로 어떤 이야기를 들려주셨는지 한국 애호가들에게 그게 무척 궁금합니다.
It's always a pleasure to come in Korea because I find that the analog audiophile in Korea is very advanced and very well informed. We had 2 sessions where we listened to many different kinds of music. We're very excited to present a new sound to the Korean audiophile market. The response was great. People are very serious about the music here. And we had good questions from the customers. And I think generally speaking, it is safe to say that everybody was very happy. SI Works, myself, and of course, the Korean people who attended our seminars.
지금 요 뒤에 보이는 게 디스커버리 턴테이블 시스템이잖아요. 그러니까 보통 턴테이블을 이제 단품으로 보통 내놓는 게 이제 상식적인 건데 지금 디스커버리는 렉, 디스커버리니까 턴테이블, 거기다가 옵션으로 슈퍼 커패시터 뱅크하고 옵션 폰 앰프까지 다 한 시스템으로 이제 이루어지는데 이렇게 복잡하게 시스템으로 턴테이블 아날로그 재생 시스템을 꾸려야 되는 그 이유는 무엇인지 그게 무척 궁금합니다.
Well, that's a very good question. Thank you. We have started to work a few years ago on what we call the complete analog solution. The components of this system can be bought all together or individually. In the case of the tone arm, we feel that is an integral part of the turntable in the sense that there's a lot of fine-tuning that is done to optimize the tone arm to the turntable, and so we feel it is best when these things are kept together. To give an analogy, it would be if somebody chose to put a Mercedes motor in a Genesis car. I guess it could be possible, but there's a lot of work that the Genesis engineers have done to fit their motor in their chassis. And so it is better to keep things complete. In the case of the phono stage, we have in the past sold about 235 Kronos Pro units around the world, and we sold about 65 phonos. So about 65 customers of Kronos Pro have chosen to have the phono. which is a very good conversion rate. But if somebody wants to use another phono, that would be to their liking, I guess. Of course, we feel that the complete solution altogether is the best guarantee of having the sound that I truly conceived in my mind as being the absolute analog sound that was achievable in today's technology.
지금 전에 크로노스 프로도 그렇고 이번 신제품인 디스커버리 턴테이블도 역시 크로노스 오디오의 트레이드 마크를 할 듀얼 쌍방향 플래터가 적용이 됐는데 이에 대해서 다시 한번 좀 짧게 설명 부탁드리겠습니다.
Generally speaking, there's two kinds of turntable, rigid turntables and suspended turntables. We personally feel that it is very important to have a suspended turntable to isolate the turntable from the vibrations of the environment and the vibrations of, let's say, the motor drive of the turntable itself. In the past, there has been some people who have said that the suspended turntable, while having a more relaxed sound, a deeper bass, more natural timbres, suffered from an instability of imaging due to the torque force induced vibrations. The application of counter-rotation is a way to stop the torque force that's applied on the plinth and the platter of the turntable, and to stabilize the imaging and the sound. So, hence, there is a way to get the benefits of the rigid turntable and the benefits of the suspended turntables without having any loss of quality, just keeping the best elements of both. At Kronos, all our turntables use counter-rotation in the design, except the Sparta 0.5, but the Sparta 0.5 can be upgraded to a counter-rotating turntable. So it is an entry level that comes with one platter but can become two platters. For us, the two platter counter-rotation is the foundation of our design.
지금 이 디스커버리 턴테이블 시스템에는 기본 전원부 외에 옵션으로 슈퍼 커패시터 뱅크를 이제 설치를 할 수가 있는데 이렇게 전원부에 되게 신경을 많이 쓴 특별한 이유가 있으신지?
The purpose of SCPS is to be a DC power accumulator. We use DC motors, and it is a form of battery that allows us to virtually disconnect the motors from the power grid. So the SCPS is a DC accumulator that acts as a battery system would, separating the turntable from the power grid or the electricity from the building. This alone helps reduce the noise floor in the playback system. Additionally, supercapacitors have a lower impedance and very high power reserve. And this provides a much better control of the motors, reducing vibrations in the drive system. So, of course, we do it because it improves the sound of the turntable. It is optional product to the Discovery. In the basic power supply of the Discovery, there is also a single bank supercapacitor power supply, but it doesn't quite act as a battery. In any case, whether somebody takes the SCPS-D or doesn't take it, there are some supercapacitor in the power supply unit.
지금 이 디스커버리 턴테이블 시스템에는 그러니까 토남을 두 가지 종류를 선택을 할 수가 있잖아요. 그보다 상위 모델인 디스커버리 RS 토남하고 크로노스코프 RS 토남인데 두 토남의 어떤 결정적 차이가 뭔지 그게 또 궁금합니다.
The Discovery RS tone arm is our flagship tone arm, And the Chronoscope RS is a lower priced model. Both use the same resonance suppressor technology. This technology offers a drastic, a very important reduction of resonance within the tone arm itself. This technology is covered now by 2 patents. So we're talking about new technology. So both tone arms utilize the same technology, a little bit the way Pro and Sparta utilize the same counter-rotation technology. But one is a simplified version, more affordable for the general audiophile, or the audiophile that is more, I should say, budget conscious. So this is basically the difference between the two. If somebody can afford the Discovery RS, I would say that it is a better sounding tone arm, though the Chronoscope RS is also very fantastic.
루이, 기존 크로노스 오디오 이제 그 턴테이블하고 지금 이번에 플래그십으로 나온 디스커버리 턴테이블 시스템하고 가장 결정적으로 차이점, 가장 업그레이드된 부분은 뭔지?
Thank you for the question. On the Kronos Pro was our flagship for over 10 years. It was a limited edition to 250, and we've reached pretty much the total production that was determined from the beginning. In creating a new flagship to replace the Pro, I was looking for a big step forward in chassis design. And this big step forward, this big new idea, is what we refer to as soft clamping. The chassis of the turntable now has additional parts that allow multiple steps of isolation. By modifying the amount of clamping from one part to the next, we can optimize the resonance properties of the entire assembly. The same technology that was developed for the Discovery turntable was transferred to the RS line of tone arms. So it is the same idea that is being applied throughout the range. Really, all of this is so that we can have the most transparent reproduction, the most natural reproduction, the most faithful to timbre reproduction, the most lively music.
지금까지 그 설명 잘 들었고요. 이제 내용상 2부로 넘어갈 텐데 다음에는 이제 코난하고 같이 음악을 들으면서 못다한 이야기를 좀 더 한국 독자들에게 좀 더 해주시기 바랍니다.
Thank you very much.